We start off with a story. It's a real story. It happened in Germany about 15 years ago. There was a small town, actually probably similar in size as Boulder, and all the heavy important people of town, the mayor and the important business people and the judge, they had a little party in one of the restaurants, and they were drinking some good wine, and they had a good dinner, and it lasted a little longer, and they had some schnapps, and by the time that it was a little after midnight, they were all a little tipsy, but they had finished the evening. So they walk out, and on the plaza there was one of the fancy fairs, you know, with the merry-go-round, and one of them found it kind of funny to jump on the on the merry-go-round. Well, they all jumped on it, and the last one threw on the switch, and it started turning. And one by one, they suddenly started thinking, wait a minute, how the hell do we stop this thing? Right? How the hell what do we do here? To make a long story short, at more than 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 hours later, you had one of the people who died of a heart attack. 3 of them were gone. One of them one of the important business people checked out and went into an obscure sect somewhere afterwards, and the rest had a kind of psychological scars for the rest of their lives. So what had begun as a fun idea started not being funny at all. That's what happened with our money system. It's out of control. We turned on the switch a while ago. Actually, we turned on the switch at the industrial age of this particular system, the kind of modern money system. The switch was turned on, and it's running by itself. And nobody knows where the stop button is. That's how we are dealing with our money system. So, besides the 99%, I would actually point out that 100% of the people are in trouble here. Okay? The system is a box. It's a mental box in which we are imprisoned. The box was designed 5,000 years ago, 5,200 years ago. In every patriarchal society in history, what has emerged is a money system similar to ours, i.e. a monopoly of a single currency, centrally controlled with interest. That idea has taken many forms, and I claim there's an infinity amount of work to be done. Job is something you do for the money. Work is something you do because you're passionate about it, because you like the gift you want to manifest in this planet. And some people are lucky enough to have a job that actually is also their work. Okay? Some artists that are very successful are in that category, but many people are not. Actually, if you want to make the test on yourselves, it's very simple, you know. Let's assume that I give you a lottery ticket, and tomorrow morning it wins, and you have $1 billion. I mean, no, more money than you know what to do with for you, your family, and to the third generation. Will you keep on doing what you're doing? If you are keep on doing what you're doing, you have work, and I really am happy for you. If you change something in your life, you're having a job. Okay? So that's the second megatrend. The third megatrend is wealth concentration. Things sound familiar. The fourth one is monetary instability. In 1999, the answer I got, oh, this happens only for developing countries. I said, no. This is for Europe. This is for America. There's a systemic issue, guys. It's not something of the level of development. Okay? It wasn't believed. And the last one is climate change and species extinction. All these megatrends have a relationship to money, to the current money system. That system is out of date. It did a good job, a superb job actually, in launching the industrial age. I would claim that without it, we would never have had the industrial age. It is a machine to actually extract resources and concentrate them at the start. Nobody has started a steel mill in a garage. Nobody started a railroad in their garden and then kind of grew out of it. You needed to have massive resources, concentrate to create the industrial age. And we all benefit from that age, but that age is behind us. And somehow, now that we're in the information age, and you all heard a lot about the information age and all the good things about the information age, but there's one thing they forgot to tell us. Okay? The end of the industrial age. By the way, last time this happened was with the end of the agrarian age and the beginning of the industrial age. Well, 200, 300 years ago. And well, it wasn't fun for the farmers. It wasn't fun for nobility that had established its credibility and its prestige on land ownership. The big guys became the Carnegies and the other guys who were doing industrial stuff. They lost their power, they lost their influence, they lost their prestige. So we are at such an age. We are at the transition period. The big difference is that this one will not take 200 years to spread around the world. It's happening in months and years. We are in the middle of the deepest transformation, certainly of our memory, but I would claim it goes even deeper than what happened in the Renaissance. Okay? The issues that are maturing is also the end of patriarchy. The values of patriarchy, whereby feminine values were the sissies, are now, if you keep neglecting them, it will be the end of our species. We will not have a chance to live on this planet if we continue doing what we're doing. We are destroying the biosphere from which we live at an unprecedented scale. This is the fastest extinction on record. It's faster than what happened to the dinosaurs. And the ones who are doing it is us, who claim to be the only species that have consciousness. Interesting, right? So these 5 megatrends converge now. There are solutions to all 5 of them. I repeat, there are solutions to all 5 of them. It's not the same solution, but it requires the same step. It's getting out of the money box. The idea that we need to do everything with a single currency. And today that currency happens to be the one that is created